Get ready, Power Gamers. This is our very first session where we introduce all of the characters and then explore the island. The introduction to the Rat King's character. The Rat King, well, he's human. He's short. He's probably like 4'6". He's a stubby little thing. But he is, in a word, disgusting. Short, acne pockmarked face, covered in dirt, grime, sewer sludge, feces, and what appears to be blood. His clothes are torn, and his frame would be gaunt if it were not overfilled by gorging on stolen goods. You can tell, most disturbingly, that he seems to have a symbol on his chest, rather his jacket, but it's not like a patch that has been sewn on. It appears to be a collection of rats that have been somehow tangled together by their tails. It appears to be a knot of such viscous goo that it has turned into glue. A mixture of sewer gunk, blood, and other such slime. He is the head of what is essentially this Yakuza-style crime family, or organization. He both extorts the members of his city and protects them in a much less selfless way than the druids prior. That's going to bring us pretty much everything we know about him, other than the fact that when you are looking at that bunch of rats on his jacket, whenever you look at them out of the corner of your eye, you can swear you see them twitch, wriggle, or squirm. Very discomforting. So, you find yourselves in this room with the Rat King and a horde of people. Well, the Rat King's not there yet. It seems that everybody's waiting for him. There appear to be Rat Pack members throughout this storehouse, guarding the area. And then finally, as though it was a performer making the entrance onto the stage, there is a burst of light, smoke, and sound, likely coming from a prestidigitation spell. As the fog clears, you can see him, the Rat King, standing and addressing the entire audience. At first, they cheer when he comes out. I'm actually going to pull him out here for everybody. First, people cheer when he comes out, and after a moment of self-congratulatory adulation, he compels them to stop. And they do. He raises his hands and says, "I see so many of you here today. So many hands uplifted, begging for help. I see so many hungry mouths, so many dry throats. And yet, the capital steals from me. They claim I am a criminal for feeding you, and they take food from my plate. They say I am an outlaw for giving you water and slaking your thirst. The church condemns me as they hoard water for profit. They say I am the monster, and yet they let you starve and die in the streets. I see so many of you brothers and sisters, and yet my resources are so few. I am but one man, and you are so many. Who among you will stand? Who among you will act for what they require, for the food, the water, the life that you claim to treasure. Will no one step forward and earn the life that everyone here is begging for? There's a silence as you guys look around. It seems that a majority of the people here are sick, starving, dehydrated, infirm. These are not fighters. These are not activists. They're not thieves. They're not even well. What do you guys do?
You know what? Bojangles is a man of action. I'm going to step forward and say, I'll do it.
Brother! Finally! We have one man willing to act, one man strong enough to stand up for all of you. Where are the rest? Are there any others here who do not simply beg for help, but seek to be more than that?
I take a step forward.
I follow after. Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine. It's okay. I take a step forward. I want to do my part.
You step forward, standing out from the crowd in your incredibly nice, noble robes. You see, you know what? When you step forward, you see that the Rat King is very excited at the thought of having a noble on his team. He smiles widely and says, "Sister!" And a noble to boot. Have you gotten tired of seeing what they do to us? Have you gotten tired? Or have you simply experienced it yourself?
A person I care for is sick, and nobody is willing to help them.
You hear a strange silence for a moment as you look around and realize that the same could be said about a majority of the people in this room. He suddenly smiles and laughs. I agree. Maybe it does take a certain amount of nobility to step forward, to act where no one else can. I applaud you. And I applaud what you will do for these people. It's at that point that Wyndham walks forward as well. What do you say?
I can't stand by while these people need help. Of course I'll join.
You see his eyes narrow as you step forward. His frustration only seems, well, it seems suddenly quite evident as he was not expecting to see a druid in the room, but that's fine. So when you step forward, you see him suddenly grit his teeth and narrow his eyes. Go ahead for me, Emily, and roll nature or survival.
Okay.
Wow, that's awful. No, I'm just kidding. It's it's a 12. So you look at him, and the hair on the back of your neck starts standing up when he looks directly into your eyes. There is something about your druidic senses that start tingling the second he is directly focusing on you. You feel like there is something wrong with him. Not just his vocational choice, not his particular greed or demeanor. There's something wrong with his nature. So there's that. But you see him grit his teeth, and he looks at you. He says, "Ah, yes, you will make a wonderful addition to the Rat Pack. You'll make a wonderful champion for these people. Thank you." for joining. Do you see the rest of you? Do you see what happens? Noblemen, forest folk, scoundrels alike, may all unite under my banner, where the cogs force you out into the street if you do not meet their gold requirement. Will no one else be righteous? Will no one else stand up for what is true, for what you deserve, for your own lives?
Hey, Rat King. I
You see
want to
his-
know where Steven is.
You see his neck suddenly snap, twitch over as he looks at you, and he keeps that grimace. He says, "Ah, well, aren't we blessed? A member of the church, and the water warden, no doubt. Bless my eyes. Have you come to slake our thirst, the great champion of the church?"
No, I've come to find someone that you've taken from the church, or rather, a few people.
You come seeking things that we've taken.
Yes.
Ah, my dear Double T, I believe we're here because of what you've taken. Our people thirst for water and die in the streets as you hoard it, and you ask me for favors? Step forward, pledge yourself to the Rat Pack again, and you may find help under my banner.
So you'll help me find Steven and the other dewdrops?
You see him make an insight check.
Ooh. I have advantage on that, so it's a 13.
Okay, nice. As you get your 13 in insight, you look at him. He's always been kind of a hard one to read from what you remember.
Mm-hmm.
He looks at you and he says, "On my word."
Well, that can just mean anything. All right, if you can help me find Stabby Steven, and the dewdrops, I'll pledge myself again.
You see him smile widely and unexpectedly again as he is so glad to hear that news. He raises his arms up high and begins laughing. Do you see? This is the dawn of a new era. My colleagues, my brothers and sisters, we have noblemen, scoundrels, clergymen, and forest folk alike. This is the start of something new for all of us. This is the start of a rebellion. They begin cheering, clapping, applauding with everything they have in them. It's not a lot because they're not doing great, but they're very excited. And with that, there is another explosion of pyrotechnics, or rather, prestidigitation, as he leads you underneath to the tunnels below. And I think that's a good place to end our session tonight.
Yay!
Woo!
The gang's all together.
Oh my gosh.
It's all together.
Yeah, guys.
Hey, big shout out to Twitch chat for coming, for staying with us this whole time. I know we went
Yeah.
about 30 minutes over, but thank you everybody for staying with us. This was an awesome first session.
Yeah.
Love
Oh my
love the
gosh.
comments. They
Yeah.
were
Yeah,
really
you guys
cracking
are
me
so
up during my
funny.
intro.
Yeah. your comments
I
were
cannot tell you how much I am looking forward to reading these comments. Truly. That is exactly what I'm going to do the second I get off of here, is just read these comments and then just laugh quietly to myself because there will be no microphone. I can't wait. It's going to be great. But yeah,
All right,
thank you.
well,
Twitch,
we'll
I
see.
can't say how much it means to us that you guys showed up for our first session, that you stayed so long, and that you guys interacted like so much with this chat. I mean, just hearing about the things that were going on. It really made this feel so real. Not just the D&D, but the fact that this channel could be something like a community for people who like D&D, for power gamers too. I really, from the bottom of my heart, and I know I speak for everybody as well. Thank you, truly. We can't speak to how much we appreciate it.
Oh, thank you so much, SB Cat.
Oh, my heart.
Gosh, I see. It sounds awesome. I can't wait to read it.
Hey, if you're interested in D&D, we always do 30 minutes before the before we actually start streaming the session, where you can ask us any questions you want to know. We'll help you with your characters. We'll help you pick spell lists, whatever you want to know.
Okay. So let's do let's talk about that. Let's talk about the rest of the channel real quick before we log off. So we are doing this weekly. Every Saturday, it's going to be from 7 to 7:30. We're having our chat where we just hang out and talk with anyone who's in Twitch. Just hang out, tell stories, do whatever. We're also going to be doing a thing called Caster's Corner, which is going to be a breakdown of spells by class and by level. What's the most powerful? What should you put on your characters? What's the best spells per level? It's going to be super fun. And then also, we're going to be doing, I think, every Monday, we're going to be doing a 2-hour, I think it's called AMA, but basically just a hangout session for everyone who has subscribed to the Patreon, the lowest tier of the Patreon. We do have a Discord. I don't know if you guys saw. In the Discord, in that AMA, we're going to be directly talking with you guys in that Discord chat room, answering questions. I mean, yeah, like Matt said, we can build characters. We can, help you guys build a D&D world or a campaign or just hang out and, whatever. It's really all about you guys in that AMA. And that's something you get access through the Patreon. As you guys saw, the Patreon has 3 tiers. There's the first one where you get access to the Discords, AMA, all that fun stuff. But anyone can go in the Discord, just to be clear. Then the second tier is where you are able to get these inspiration that I don't know if you guys saw, but you can give the players inspiration, gives them a chance to re-roll things, because I am never going to give them inspiration. I'm a terrible DM. And then the last thing is the people who donate to the third tier, not only do they get those 2 inspiration that they can give players per month. So that's every month you get 2 that you can give any player you want. But also they're getting to give 2 players either a 1 or a 20. They can also do it to my rolls. They can turn me as the DM, they can turn my rolls into a 1 or a 20 twice a month as well. So you can literally impact the game in a way that I cannot say no to. I had this conversation with Jess, my girlfriend, that I thought was just hilarious. She's like, if enough people do that, you realize they could force ones and kill characters they don't like. Oh my God, that's the best thing I've ever heard. That is the kind of interaction that I want to see. If you guys are into that, I'm into that. But anyway, so yeah, if you guys are feeling like you like this, if you want to donate, help support us on Patreon, not only would it mean an incredible amount to us, but it will give you guys a new level of interactivity with the stream that, again, I'm just so excited about. And then, of course, yeah, I wanted to reach out and say, Crystal Gem 6, thank you for being our first founder, for supporting us at that tier 3. I can't tell you how much it means that you did that even before our first stream. I mean, that's incredible. Thank you.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
thank you guys.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, everybody,
awesome.
truly. That's true. Yeah, thank you so much, guys. This has been, I mean, even this first session has been just such an eye-opening experience. So I really appreciate everybody. Thank you.
All right, well, this has been Power Gamers, and we'll see you next time.
That's right. Make sure to do a like, subscribe, notification, donate, all the things. And we'll see you guys next time on Legends of Lyria.
Bye, guys.
Well done, Power Gamer. You've safely made it to the end of the video. Congratulations. Thanks for hanging out with us, and a very special thank you to our supporters on Patreon. Thank you to our Patreon founders whose incredible generosity humbles us. Thank you to the Legends, guild members, and all of the official Power Gamers whose love and support makes this channel possible. If you like what you saw, let us know by leaving a like, comment, subscription, donation, sharing the video with your friends. Check out all the links below, and we'll see you Saturday on Twitch for the next Legends of Lyria.